Before we go on into the video, if you guys want to win a copy of FIFA 18 on any console of your choice, all you need to do is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel if you are new around here. Do those three things, that'll enter you into the giveaway. I'll be contacting the winner in a month's time. Best of luck, and let's go on into the video. Hey guys, Etaway here, and welcome back to another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team video. And today, I'll be recapping on all of the latest transfers that have taken place on Ultimate Team, and all of the brand new cards that have been released onto the game of these players at brand new clubs, brand new positions in some cases as well, which is pretty cool. There's some players who have swapped positions with their new cards released on Ultimate Team in some positions where they're going to be more usable and better cards to use on the game. But there's actually a lot of big transfers that have gone down over the past couple of days and weeks that have just gone under the radar that I've not really realised much about, I've not really heard about either, and there's some cards that are going to be really popular over the next couple of weeks on Ultimate Team and also on FIFA 18. There's some cards there that I reckon are going to be very, very popular in starter teams on FIFA 18. And EA do add these cards into the database every couple of days, and I went over onto FootWiz and there's actually a list of all the new players on the game. So I've put all of the good players into a list here. We've got a couple of different squads with some new players. I'm going to try and bring these videos out every couple of days whenever EA do add more transfers into the database, and they'll probably come out as double uploads as an extra video each day, or in this case there, a third video of the day, just to kind of celebrate me starting off 2 months of half term now, so loads and loads of videos coming out. But as you guys can see here, the first player is TOPRAK, and he's actually gone from Bayer Leverkusen to Borussia Dortmund, and he's got a really, really good card. I didn't actually know about this transfer, but he's got a great card on Ultimate Team, 5-star weak foot, really good defending, good pace, good physical, definitely going to be a popular player on FIFA 18 and FIFA 17 as well. We then have BANEGA. He's gone back to Sevilla. He used to play there last year. I believe he may have been on loan at Inter Milan. He was at Inter Milan this year, and now he is back at Sevilla. We then have Ruben Semedo, who has gone from a team in Portugal, I think it may be Sporting, to Villarreal now. So a pretty cool transfer there. I reckon he's going to be very popular in starter teams on FIFA 18, but he does still keep that gold card there. He's got good pace, a very, very strong player. I've actually used him towards the beginning of FIFA 17, and he was pretty good. We then have Dumbia, one of the sweatiest players in FIFA history, and he's been moving all over the place recently. He was at Roma a couple of years ago, Newcastle as well. He was playing for Basel this year, but now he has actually gone to Sporting, I believe that is, yeah, Sporting there in La Liga NOS. So I reckon a few people are going to use him now, because the Swiss League, there aren't too many good cards in it, but you can link him up with people like Team of the Season, Bas Dost, and a few other decent cards in Portugal. Next, so we've got Edison, very big transfer. Most of you guys will have heard about this, going to Manchester City. He does actually have a really, really good card for a non-rare. I do expect he'll be upgraded a fair amount for FIFA 18, but nevertheless, pretty good transfer right there. We then have Sirigu, another goalkeeper. He has gone to Torino. I'm not too sure which club owned him, but he's played for a couple of different teams over the course of FIFA 17. He was at Osasuna, and I think he may have been sold by PSG because they were loaning him out to different teams, and now he has gone to Torino. Musacchio, that's a pretty big transfer there. 83 rated, he's got a pretty decent card, and he has gone to AC Milan. And there's two teams that you're going to see a lot of transfers from. It's AC Milan and Everton, because both of those clubs have been bought out. They've got very rich owners, and they've been buying loads and loads of players, and you're going to see a lot of them in today's video. So I reckon this card looks pretty good. Also does get a hyperlink to Van Gioni, a very pacey left back who plays for AC Milan, so that opens up some new options there. We then have Sead Kolasinac. Arsenal fans are probably very pleased about seeing this card on the game. LACAZETTE has also gone to Arsenal, but for some reason I can't get his card in concept squads, but that's probably the biggest transfer that's gone down so far. However, as said, I can't actually get this on the game. And also Lukaku was actually signed for United today, so that card will probably be released in a few days. But Kolasinac there, really good card. He's got great physical, good pace, and I reckon he'll be very, very popular on FIFA 18. He'll probably get a decent upgrade as well. We then have Gerard Deulofeu. Now he's actually gone from a right mid to a left winger position change, and he's gone to Barcelona. He was originally at Everton. I think Barcelona owned him a couple of years ago, and he's gone all over the place, and now he has gone back to Barcelona. We then have John Brooks. He has gone from, I believe, Hertha Berlin to Wolfsburg, so a pretty decent transfer there. Actually has quite a good card, very tall, good pace, good defending, good physical. We then have Dahoud. He has gone to Borussia Dortmund. Right there, I believe he was playing for Borussia Mönchengladbach. We have Lindelof, pretty big transfer there, pretty expensive player. He went from Benfica, I believe, in Portugal to Manchester United. We then have Pablo Zabaleta, who left Manchester City on a free to go to West Ham. A bit of a Man City legend right there. Been at the club for years, and he has now gone to West Ham. We have Hector Moreno, who has gone from Holland. He's moved over to Italy now, playing for Roma. He's got a decent card, not the best pace, but he did actually get a Team of the Season card this year, so may get a decent upgrade upgrade and could actually be a decent player on FIFA 18. We then have Sebastian Rudy, who got a Team of the Season card this year and I expect is going to get a decent upgrade on FIFA 18. He's gone to Bayern Munich, and I reckon if he gets even just a slight upgrade, he's going to have over 70 in every stat, and he'll probably be quite a usable player in starter teams next year. There's so many decent, well-rounded midfielders playing for Bayern Munich, the likes of Renato Sanchez, you've got Kimmich as well, and also Tolisso, another transfer. So loads of good players there. I reckon they're going to be very popular on FIFA 18. We then have El Hero Ilya. He has gone to, what team is that? Başakşehir. They're in the Super League in Turkey. Decent card, 4-star skills, pretty quick, but not the best shooting or passing there for a winger. We then have Benoit Costil. He has gone to Bordeaux. I believe that is to replace Carasso, who's actually leaving Bordeaux, and he was their keeper for many years. Now they've got Costil. Decent card there for a goalkeeper, but he's moved from one team in Ligue 1 to a new one, so not too many differences there on Ultimate Team. We then have Christian Noboa. This guy actually has a really good card, really well-rounded, and you never know, he could be a decent player potentially in starter squads on FIFA 18, and now he's moved to probably the best team on Ultimate Team in Russia, and that is Zenit St. Petersburg. He was originally playing at another team, I'm not too sure which one, in Russia, but now you're going to be able to link him up with people like Danny and also Giuliano, the 5-star skiller, so a pretty decent transfer there. We then have John Terry going from Chelsea to Aston Villa. Not the best card, don't really think anyone is going to be using him. 34 pace, but he has gone to Aston Villa. We then have Rene Adler. He has gone from, I believe it was Hertha Berlin, maybe another team, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but it was in the Bundesliga. He's gone to another team in the Bundesliga, and that is Mainz, who have actually made a couple of other transfers this year that you will see in a couple of minutes, including a 5-star skiller as well. We then have Bruno Alves. He has actually gone to Rangers right there. Again, not a very usable card, just like Terry, not the quickest and not the best league either. And then we actually have Hakan Çalhanoğlu, another AC Milan player, and there's loads and loads of other AC Milan players coming up. Now the only issue with him is he's normally an attacking midfielder, which is very good. When he was playing for Bayer Leverkusen, he's an attacking midfielder, lots of people used him there, but as a left mid, which is his new position change, he just doesn't really look that good because he's not quick enough. But he's got 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, and he's got some really good stats. Unbelievable free kick taker as well in real life and on Ultimate Team, but hopefully on FIFA 18 he's going to be released as an attacking midfielder. Then we have Nicolas Sule. He has gone to Bayern Munich on a free. Bayern Munich seem to get so many good players in the Bundesliga on free transfers. They did the same with Hummels, Lewandowski as well, and I believe they may have done the same with Götze, although I'm not too sure if they bought him or not. But Sule, a very good young talent. He actually got a Team of the Season card this year on FIFA 17, so you could expect a decent upgrade for him on FIFA 18. Moving on to the next squad, we start off with Lukas Podolski, who's not only changed clubs, he's actually moved to the Japanese league now, playing for Vissel Kobe. He's also changed position, and now he is a striker, which is a much more usable position in my opinion, because as a winger he lacks the pace, the weak foot and the skill moves to be an effective player, whereas as a striker, 86 shooting, being 6 foot tall, having decent physical passing and dribbling, and that decent pace as well, it all comes into play very well, and I really enjoyed using his previous inform which he had as a left mid. I used that as a left forward as a striker. He played pretty well there, and this card here is probably going to be a decent card to use on Ultimate Team. You don't have to just go with the Japanese league team, although there are some decent players in the Japanese league. You've got Footbirth, Diababo and ASBC Attacker. You could just use them in a German team. There aren't too many decent German strikers on the game, and this position change, Podolski could potentially be a decent option. We then have Jeremy Menez. He has gone from Bordeaux in Ligue 1 to Antalyaspor in Turkey. 4-star skills, 4-star weak for 86 pace, and he's actually not the only transfer to this team so far in this transfer window. There is another player very pacey who could potentially be popular in FIFA 18 star squads along with Menez. We then have Sandro Ramirez, very good season last year for Malaga. Quite a young player, but got a lot of goals playing for Malaga in La Liga. He was actually previously at Barcelona. I believe he came through their academy, but he's now gone to Everton. There are a lot of Everton players in this video because they have made a lot of transfers throughout the transfer window so far, and they'll probably make a lot more in the future. But Sandro's got a decent card, and you can expect a decent upgrade for him on FIFA 18. Luis Gustavo is the next card. He's always been very popular on Ultimate Team since FIFA 12 or FIFA 13, when everyone used him in their sweaty Bundesliga teams. I believe he played for, I think it was Borussia Dortmund back then. Then he went to Wolfsburg, and now he's actually gone to Marseille, so you're going to be able to open up some more options there, linking him up to people in Ligue 1, people like Lucas, so you can get strong links to them. And there's a few decent midfielders. You've got people like Sansone and also Diarra, who do actually play for Marseille in Ligue 1. We then have Ricardo Rodriguez, and this is actually a pretty cool position change. He's gone from a left back to a centre back. He was playing for Wolfsburg, now he plays for AC Milan. Another big transfer for AC Milan right here. I believe he was around about £15 million. He was very, very good back in the World Cup, I believe, in 2014. If I remember correctly, he got a lot of man of the match cards from the World Cup on FIFA 14. But this is a position change to a centre-back. I'm not too sure if on Ultimate Team that suits him best because he's not the tallest and doesn't have amazing work rates for a centre-back, but looks like he'd be very good on the ball, solid defensively and pretty quick as well. We then have Gimo Navarro, and this guy here I've actually used in the past and he was not too bad at all. Towards the beginning of the game, very good player to use in star squads because he's got 81 pace and he's got some pretty good defending and physical stats. Not the tallest, but that didn't really seem to be too much of an issue just because he's so quick that he was just able to catch up with a lot of players. Previously though, he was playing in the second tier in Spain and now he plays for Las Palmas in La Liga. We then have Lorenzo Pellegrini. I believe he got a winter upgrade on FIFA 17 to this gold card right here, 7-7 rated, quite well rounded stats, and he has gone to Roma. We then have Maxime Gonalons, another midfielder going to Roma. He was previously at Lyon, and he's got a decent card as a defensive midfielder. Reminds me very much of Luis Gustavo, and in fact if you compare their stats, they actually have identical stats in every area other than shooting and passing, which are pretty similar, and they're also the same height and also have the same work rate, so two very similar players there. We then have Serge Gnabry. He has gone to Bayern Munich. I believe one was actually a paid fee though, it wasn't a free transfer like many of the other ones they have made in this transfer window. He was previously playing for Werder Bremen, got a winter upgrade as well, 88 pace, 81 dribbling and 4-star skills, a decent on-rare card there. We then have Alexandru Maxim, 5-star skiller. He has gone to Mainz in the Bundesliga. Previously he was playing in the second tier in Germany. Maicon is the next player, and he is the one I was mentioning earlier, who was also moved to Antalyaspor, which is the same team as Jeremy Menez. 93 pace, so a decent card there. Sadly though, he only has 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot. We then have Maximilian Philipp. He has moved from, I believe, Freiburg to Borussia Dortmund. He got a winter upgrade as well on the game, quite a young player as well, and I believe he had a pretty good season in the Bundesliga last year. We then have Jordan Pickford, another player signing for Everton. He was a very expensive player as well. He's quite a young keeper, but he actually costs around about £30 million, but he is a very good keeper. His distribution is excellent and could potentially be England's #1 for many years to come in the future. We then have Enzo Perez. Used to be a very popular player back on, I believe, FIFA 15 and FIFA 16 as well. He used to play for Valencia. Now though, he has actually moved to River Plate in Argentina, but he has got a decent on record on the game, over 70 in every stat. Michael Keane, yet another Everton player, and this one was quite expensive too, around £25 million, but he did have a very good season last year. Obviously picked himself up a Team of the Season card on Ultimate Team, and you can expect a decent upgrade on FIFA 18. I expect he's going to be very popular in star squads. He's going to have over 70 for pace and probably around 80 for defending and physical as well. We then have Jefferson. He has moved from one team in Portugal to another team, which is Braga. I'm not too sure what his previous one was. I believe it may have been Sporting, but he actually has a really well-rounded card for a left back and could potentially be a decent option in hybrids. We then have Boetius. This is a silver card, but he's actually moved from a left winger who was playing, I believe, previously for a team in the Pro League in Belgium, and now he's moved to Feyenoord. He's a right midfielder, so he's had a position change, and for a silver actually has a really good card, 88 pace, 79 dribbling, 7 shooting and 4-star skill moves. We then have Jamie McLaren, another silver card, but a very good one at that, and he's actually gone to Darmstadt in the Bundesliga. He was previously playing in Australia, 85 pace and some decent stats right there. Sebastian Damau is the next card. He has gone from, I believe he was playing for Sampdoria to Bologna now, so a decent card there. He's quite tall, got decent stats, playing in the Serie A. Andre Hahn is the next card. He has gone to Hamburg. Previously he was at Borussia Mönchengladbach. Not the best work rates for a striker, but he's tall, strong and pretty quick. We then have Frank-Jan Kessie. He has actually gone to AC Milan on a 2-year loan deal, but they have to buy him at the end of that 2-year loan period, so basically they're not buying him now, they just have him playing for them for 2 years and then they buy him in 2 years time. But he was very good last year, a very young player, and he had a great season last year playing, I believe, for Atalanta. We then have Rick Karsdorp. He has gone from Feyenoord after getting a Team of the Season card this year, had a pretty decent season for them, to Roma, another signing for Roma, and he's actually got a decent card. They have a lot of right backs. They've already got Bruno Perez, they've got Florenzi, who I believe was injured quite a bit this season, and also Karsdorp, so potentially one of them is going to leave to a new club, but he's got a pretty good card, very pacey, so he fits in with Bruno Perez and Florenzi, two very popular pacey players on the game. and he's also pretty tall, so it looks like he could be a decent player next year. He's also going to get a hyperlink to Strootman, and he's going to link up to people like De Vrij as well. We then have Mehmet Akici. He's a very, very good free kick taker, both in real life and on Ultimate Team. 5-star weak foot as well, decent dribbling, and decent passing as well. The third and final squad features many of the most expensive and biggest transfers of the summer transfer window so far. One key player missing out is Romelu Lukaku. He's yet to be released on Ultimate Team, although he has actually signed for United for a fee of around 75 to 100 million pounds, by far the biggest transfer so far of the window, but expect him to be released within around about a week's time or so. If we start off though with Asmir Begovic, he has gone for a fee of around 10 million pounds to Bournemouth. He was originally playing for Chelsea as a backup keeper, wasn't really getting too much game time, so a good move there for his career. We then have Corentin Tolisso, very, very cool transfer here. I expect him to be so popular on FIFA 18. Imagine linking him up with the likes of Renato Sanchez, Kimmich, you've got Rudy as well, and loads of other options. Looks to be a very, very popular player, and I expect him to get a decent upgrade as well. He did get a team of the season card, lots of informs on this game too, and you can expect him to be pushing near 80 in every single stat. Could potentially be similar to someone like Nangolan with very, very good, well-rounded stats. Also is going to get a hyperlink to Coman, and I expect him to be one of the most overused players on FIFA 18. Just like this year, we've got people like Kante. I expect him to be so popular next year. We then have Mohamed Salah, pretty expensive transfer, one of the most expensive of the window. A very, very good business in my opinion from Liverpool. He is a very good player, had a very good season last year playing for Roma, got a lot of assists, got a fair amount of goals as well, and he's got a good card, 92 base, good dribbling, decent shooting and passing, and 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot. We then have Bernardo Silva. As a Manchester City fan, I was very pleased to see this transfer go through, because in real life he's a very, very good player. On Ultimate Team he's not got the best of cards simply because he's weak and he doesn't really have the best pace for winger, but in real life he's a very, very good creative player, and is most likely going to be the long-time heir to David Silva's throne when he does eventually retire from Manchester City and end his playing career, because he's pretty old right now. But Bernardo Silva, I expect a very, very nice upgrade, around 84 or 85 rated on FIFA 18, and I expect him to probably get those stats boosted up a fair amount. I mean, if he had about 85 pace or more, I reckon he'd be very, very popular next year, but right now he just isn't really quick enough to get into many people's teams. We then have Aurelien Tchedjou, and he has gone, I believe, from Galatasaray to Başakşehir. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Sorry about that. If you do support that team in the Super League, I believe that's the same team that Elia has gone to, and he's got a decent card, 6 foot tall, very, very strong, decent pace, decent defending as well. We then have Gökhan Töre. He's gone from West Ham, I believe he was on loan at West Ham, to his team that he was originally playing for, and that is Besiktas in Turkey. He's got a decent card, decent pace, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. We then have Caner Erkin, another Turkish player, and he's gone to Inter Milan from, I believe, Besiktas. But this one right here, he's originally owned by Inter Milan, correct me if I'm wrong on that one, and I think they loaned him to Besiktas, which is the team he was playing for a couple of years ago, and he's now gone back to Inter Milan. I'm not too sure whether he'll go back out on loan or not. He's got a decent card though, but for a left back, having under 70 defending and actually having his worst stat being his defending is pretty suspect there. So I'm not too sure if he's going to go back out on loan to a different team, or whether or not he's going to stay and fight for his place at Inter Milan. And the final two players, we start off with Andre Silva. He has gone to AC Milan, around £35 million, very, very expensive. According to Cristiano Ronaldo, he is going to be Portugal's next big player. Once Ronaldo retires, he's going to take over from him. So pretty big words there, obviously, from Ronaldo. And he's very young, had a really good season last year playing for Porto, and he has now gone to AC Milan. Decent card there on the game. Expect him to get a good upgrade, probably to around 80 rated overall on FIFA 18. And then finally, we have got Bruma, a very, very good card. He got a winter upgrade, he got a team of the season card too, and he's gone to RB Leipzig. He was playing for Galatasaray, and he's got 93 pace, he's got good dribbling, he's got good shooting, passing, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Looks like a very, very good player, and especially if Forsberg moves to being an attacking midfielder. Right now he's a left mid, but if he moves to being an attacking midfielder on FIFA 18, I expect people like Bruma, Werner and Forsberg to be very, very popular on the game. And I think Bundesliga teams in general are going to be really popular on FIFA 18, especially for starter squads with people like Tolisso and loads of other cheap, low-rated cards with some pretty good stats in that league. So those are all of the transfers. One player who has actually been added to the game, but I haven't actually got here, is LACAZETTE. I did mention earlier on, but I just can't actually actually add his card into concept squads for some reason. But a lot of you will already know he has been released onto the game already with his transfer card at Arsenal, and I believe he's the highest rated transfer that has so far taken place and has been released onto the game. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Leave a like if you do want to see more of these. I'll try and get them out whenever EA do add more players onto the database, which is normally going to be every couple of days. And as said, I will try and get these out as double uploads, so I will have extra videos for trading, pack openings, all that kind of stuff at the same time as these types of videos here. So if you guys did enjoy, leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.